Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamunatiravanachari. We'll sing one bhajana. Prabhu, display one bhajan. Kumkumakta Kanchana. So we are singing one bhajan. Kumkumakta Kun. Skin. Kumkumakta Kanchana. Shri Radhikashtakam ki jai. Kumkumakta Kanchanabja Garvahari Gaurabha Pitananchitabja Ganda Kirti Nindi Saurabha Kumkumakta Kanchanabja Garvahari Gaurabha Pitananchitabja Ganda Kirti Nindi Saurabha Ballavesha Sonu Sarva Vanchitarda Sadhika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dasya Dastu Radhika Ballavesha Sunu Sarva Vanchitarda Sadhika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dasya Dastu Kauravinda Kanti Nindi Chitrapata Shatika Krishna Mata Bringa Keli Ulla Pushpa Vatika Kauravinda Kanti Nindi Chitrapata Shatika Krishna Mata Bringa Keli Pulla Pushpa Vatika Krishna Nitya Sangamarda Padma Bandhuradhika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dasya Dastu Radhika Krishna Nitya Sangamadam Padma Bandhuradhika Mayyamatma Pada Padmam Saukumarya Shushta Palla Vali Kirti Nigraha Chandra Chandanotpalendu Sevya Sita Vigraha Umarya Shushta Palla Chandra Chandanotpalendu Sevya Sita Swabhimarsha Bhallavisha Kamatapabadika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dasya Dasturadhika Abhimarsha Ballavisha Kamatapabadika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dasya Dastum Vishwavandya Yavatapi Vanditapi Yarama Rupanavya Yavanadi Sampadanaya Samam Nandaya Yauvanadi Sampadanaya Shilahadalilayacha Sayatosti nadika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dhasya Dasturadhika Adalilayacham Sayatosti nadika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Rasalasya Gita Narma Satkalali Pandita Prema Ramya Rupa Vesha Sadgunali Mandita Rasya Gita Narma Satkalali Pandita Rupa Vesha Sadgunali Mandita Vishwanavya Gopayoshi Alitopi Yadika Mayyamatma Pada Padma Dasya Dasturadhika Vishwanavya Gopayoshi Alitopi Yadika Mayyamatma Krishna Navya Rupa Keli Krishna Bhava Sampada Krishna Raga Bandha Gopa यवते शुकम्पधा नित्यनव्यरूपकेलि कृष्णभावसम्पदा कृष्णरागबन्धगोप यवते शुकम् कृष्णरूपवेशकेलि लग्नसमाधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्म दास्य दास्तु राधिका रूपवेशकेलि लग्नसमाधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्म स्वेदकम्पकण्टकाश्रु गद्गदादिसञ्चिता मार्षहर्षवामतादि भावभूषणाञ्चिता कम्पकण्टकाश्रु गद्गदादिसञ्चिता मार्षहर्षवामतादि भावभूषण कृष्णनेत्रतोषिरत्न मण्डनालिदादिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्म दास्य दास्तु राधिका नेत्रतोषिरत्न मण्डनालिदादिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्म याक्षणार्ध कृष्ण विप्र योगसन्ततोदिता निखदैन्यचापलादि भाववृन्दतोदिता कृष्ण विप्र योगसन्ततोदिता निखदैन्यचापलादि भावभू यत्नलब्ध कृष्णसङ्ग निर्गताखिलादिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्म दास्य दास्तु राधिका लब्ध कृष्णसङ्ग निर्गताखिलादिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्म अष्टखेन यस्त्वनेन नौति कृष्णवल्लभां दर्शनेऽपि शैलजादि योषिदालिदुर्लभां सखेन यस्त्वनेन कृष्णवल्लभां दर्शनेऽपि शैलजादि योषिदालिदुर्लभां कृष्णसङ्गानन्दितात्म दास्यसि दुभाजनं तं करोति नन्दितालि sanchayashu sajanam sangananditatma dasya siddhuvajanam tam karoti श्री श्री राधिकाष्टकम की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, first canto, Disappearance of Lord Krishna, 14th chapter, text 37. So you all can repeat after me. Yat pada shushushana mukya karmana satya adaya dvi ashta sahasra yoshitaha nirjitya sanke tridashan tat आशीषः हरन्ति वज्रायुधवल्लभा उचिताः। यत्पादशुश्रूषणमुख्यकर्मणा सत्यादयोद्वश्च सहस्रयोषितः निर्जित्य संख्ये त्रिदशां सदाशिशो हरन्ति वज्रायुधवल्लभोचिता। यत्पादशुश्रूषणमुख्यकर्मणा सत्यादयोद्यश्च सहस्रयोषिता निर्जित्य संख्ये त्रिदशां सदाशिशो हरन्ति वज्रायुधवल्लभोचिता। यत्पादशुश्रूषणमुख्यकर्मणा सत्यादयोद्यष्टसहस्रयोषिता निर्जित्य संख्ये त्रिदशां तदाशिशो हरन्ति वज्रायुधवल्लभोचिता। Please recite. यत्पादशुश्रूषणमुख्यकर्मणा निर्जित संकेत श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रमय सुदर्शन की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। Matajis. Yatpada Shushushana Satyadayodvashta Sahasra Yoshita Nirjitya Sanket Jasam Sadashishu Haranti Vajra Yudavallabhoshita Yatpada Shushushana Mukhya Karmana Satyadodhyasta Sahasra Yoshita Nijitya Sanketi Jasam Sadashisho Haranti Vajraya Bhojita. Translation, purport and word-to-word meaning by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Yat whose Pada feet Shushushana administration of comforts Mukhya the most important Karmana by the acts of Satyadaya queens headed by Satyabhama Vyashta twice 8 Sahasra 1000 Yoshita the fate 6 Nirjitya by subduing Sanke in the battle Tridashan of the denizens of heaven Tat Ashishaha what is enjoyed by the demigods Haranti do take away Vajrayuda Vallabha the wives of the personality who controls the thunderbolt Uchita deserving. Translation. Simply by administering comforts at the lotus feet of the Lord, which is the most important of all services, the queens at Dwaraka, headed by Satyabhama, induce the Lord to conquer the demigods. Thus the queens enjoy things which are prerogatives of the wives of the controller of the thunderbolts. Purport. Satyabhama, one of the principal queens of Lord Sri Krishna at Dwaraka. After killing Narakasur, Lord Krishna visited the palace of Narakasur accompanied by Satyabhama. He went to Indraloka also with Satyabhama, and she was received by Sachidevi, who introduced her to the mother of the demigods Aditi. Aditi was very much pleased with Satyabhama, and she blessed her with the benediction of permanent youth as long as Lord Sri Krishna remained on the earth. Aditi also took her with her to show her the special prerogatives of the demigods in the heavenly planets. When Satyabhama saw the Parijata flower, she desired to have it in her palace at Dwaraka. After that, she came back to Dwarak along with her husband and expressed her willingness to have the Parijata flower at her palace. Satyabhama's palace was especially bedecked with valuable jewels, and even in the hottest season of summer, the inside of the palace remained cool, as if air-conditioned. She decorated her palace with various flags, heralding the news of her great husband's presence there. Once, along with her husband, she met Draupadi, and she was anxious to be instructed by Draupadi the ways and means of pleasing her husband. Draupadi was expert in this affair because she kept 5 husbands, Pandavas, and all were very much pleased with her. On receipt of Draupadi's instructions, she was very much pleased and offered her good wishes and returned to Dwaraka. She was the daughter of Satrajit. After the departure of Lord Krishna, when Arjuna visited Dwaraka, all the queens, including Satyabhama and Rukmini, lamented for the Lord with great feeling. At the last stage of her life, she left for the forest to undergo severe penance. Satyabhama instigated her husband to get the Parijata flower from the heavenly planets, and the Lord got it even by force from the demigods. As a common husband secures things to please his wife, As already explained, the Lord had very little to do with so many wives to carry out their orders like an ordinary man. But because the queens accepted the high quality of devotional service, namely administering the Lord all comforts, the Lord played the part of a faithful and complete husband. No earthly creature can expect to have things from the heavenly kingdom, especially the Parijata flowers, which are simply to be used by the demigods. But due to their becoming the Lord's faithful wives, all of them enjoyed the special prerogatives of the great wives of the denizens of heaven. In other words, since the Lord is the proprietor of everything within His creation, it's not very astonishing for the queens of Dwaraka to have any rare thing from any part of the universe. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamcha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Nama He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patithanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So I seek the blessings of all the Vaishnavas so that I may speak something on this topic of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So we are reading from Grandhara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So let us hear what will happen when we read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So first canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, first chapter, second chapter, Divinity and Divine Service. It says, Shushusho Shaddadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syan Mahasevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. So by rendering service to those devotees who are completely free from all vices, so one gains affinity for hearing. One develops a desire for hearing message of Krishna. So that thing happens. First thing, Shraddha, 9 process of devotional service. When Shraddha develops, the next thing it happens is Shunvatam Sukata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanam Hridayantastohya Bhadrani Vidunoti Suvrussatam. It says, so Krishna is situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. So the devotee who has developed that urge to hear message of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and his pastimes, Krishna as Paramatma within the heart, he cleanses the desire for material enjoyment. Generally all the jivas in this material world, they all have the desire to enjoy over the laudate over the material nature. So that desire, Krishna cleanses within the heart. The next it happens is, like we recited, Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistigam. Prabhupada mentions here, by regular attendance in the classes of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, by regularly attending Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam classes and rendering service to pure devotees, by serving the pure devotees, like we have Srila Prabhupada here, whatever that is troublesome to the heart, it is completely, almost, it is almost completely destroyed by rendering service to pure devotees. And what happens after that? When the troublesome is completely destroyed, the loving service to Krishna is established. Irrevocable fact. Next he says, Tada rajas tamo bhava kamalobha dayaschaje chetayete rana vidyam sitam statve prasiddhyati. So when that service attitude, when the loving service is established in the heart, what happens? The natures of modes of passion and ignorance, the result of that is lust, desire and hankering. Every conditioned soul has these things, three things: lust, hankering. There are many others also, many other enemies: lust, hankering, greed, pride, envy, illusion. So these things are almost disappear. They will disappear from the heart. People are unhappy because of all these anarthas: lust, anger, greed, desire and hankering. And after that, the devotee is established in which mode? It's in goodness. Then he completely becomes happy. Sitam satve prasiddhyati, becomes completely satisfied. Next, Bhagavatam says, Evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. So when one situated in this mode of goodness, he develops positive scientific knowledge about Krishna. He develops a spiritual knowledge. Next it says, Vidyate hridaya grandhis chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante chasya karmani drishta evatmanishvare. Then whatever fruitive activities, whatever we have done for so many lifetimes, they all terminate. They all be destroyed. Chain of fruitive activities is terminated, and they see the Krishna as a Supreme Master. They see Krishna as a self. So this. Now we come here to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So here it is talking about, you all can repeat after me the translation. Simply by administering comforts at the lotus feet of the Lord, which is the most important of all services, the queens at Dwaraka, headed by Satyabhama, induced the Lord to conquer the demigods. Thus the queens enjoy things which are prerogatives of the wives of the controller of the thunderbolts. So we see here Satyabhama, so much is given in the purport about Satyabhama. So as you all know, Satyabhama's father is Satyajit. So his name is mentioned. I will speak little about him. So Satyajit is a worshipper of demigod. His name is Sun God. So he worshipped a lot and he pleased him. He did a lot of austerity, and by pleasing Sun God, Satyajit got a Shamantaka jewel. Satyajit got Samantaka jewel. So he felt so happy, he felt so proud. He wanted to show to Dwaraka Vasis. Then he comes to Dwaraka. So Shamantaka jewel is so effulgent that people of Dwaraka were unable to see who it was. So they thought it must be Sun God who is coming to see Krishna. Generally, Krishna is present in Dwaraka. Many devatas, they come to see Krishna in the Dwaraka. So the effulgence couldn't see who it was exactly, so they thought it is Sun God. Then they go and they inform Krishna. So Krishna that time he was playing chess. So they informed that Sun God came to see you. Then Krishna only knows that it is not Sun God, it is none other than Satyajit. So he says that it is Satyajit who came to show his jewel. Then he comes and there he starts worshipping in Dwaraka. He constructed a temple also for that jewel. It starts worshipping the Shamantaka jewel. The speciality of this Shamantaka jewel is every day it gives 170 pounds of gold. How much? 170 pounds of gold. So Krishna asks, okay, whatever best thing is there, it should be given to king of Raja ko dena chahiye. Then Satyajit does not accept, okay, I will not give. Then he goes back, he shows to everyone and he goes back, he starts worshipping, so he feels so happy. And his brother name is Prasena. So one day, Prasena takes from the hands of Satyajit. Then Prasena, he also wanted to show everyone that I have got such a beautiful locket, Shamantaka Javar. He was going on a horse, then the lion attacks both of them. Then both of them are killed, horse and Satyajit. And Prasena was killed. Then the lion again was attacked by Riksha's Raja. His name is Jambavan. Jambavan sees that and he kills lion and he takes that locket and he goes and he gives to his son. So son was playing like a toy. So then nurse was taking care of her. Then the Satyajit couldn't find his brother, where he has gone after so many days that he has not come. Then he thinks that, okay, Krishna asked me, so I have not given, Krishna must have taken. So he starts spreading rumors against Krishna. Then Krishna did not like it, defaming him. Then Krishna, to show that I have not stolen, that something else must have happened. So in search of that his brother and locket, Krishna starts with his Dwarkavasis. Then they go to forest and he sees there both Prasena and both were dead, horse. And again he sees ahead a lion was dead. And they find a big gufa. They enter in that. But Dwarkavasis, they stay outside. And for 12 days they see Krishna to come out. But Krishna doesn't come out of the cave. Then all Dwarkavasis, they go back. Then Krishna enters inside the cave and he sees the locket the child is playing as a toy. And because Krishna's body is so effulgent, the nurse she starts shouting, crying and shouting. Then by hearing the sound of the nurse, Jambavan immediately appears there in so much anger because he's attached to the child and locket. Then Jambavan in anger starts fighting with Krishna with hand to hand, club. For 28 days they start fighting. Then after some time, after 28 days, Jambavan feels so much perspired and he feels tired. So he understands that no one else can defeat me except the Supreme Lord. He is a devotee of Lord Ramachandra. So he could understand that it is Krishna only who came here. Then he starts offering prayers and obeisances. Then Krishna tells all the stories what has happened. Then Jambavan gives that, what is that? Shamantaka Javel. And Krishna, so Jambavan also gives his daughter Jambavati in marriage. Then both Jambavati and Krishna with his locket, they go back to Dwaraka. Then when the Dwarkavasis, then they see Krishna, they feel so much happy, as if their life has come back. They were feeling dead because of Krishna's absence. So they give that lock, and who is the king? King name is? No, Ugrasen? So Ugrasen, what he does is he arranges a meeting. He brings all the kings, main kings he invites, and he also invites Satyajit. So in front of everyone, Krishna gives that locket to Satyajit. So Satyajit feels ashamed. He feels ashamed and he keeps his head down and he takes that and he goes back. Then he thinks that I offended Krishna, so I should repent for that, and I should, to come out of that offense, I should do something. Then Satyajit, Krishna is there in the heart, so Krishna only gives in the heart that some information, like you give your daughter as marriage to Krishna. So Krishna only inspires from the heart. Then Satyajit gives his daughter, who? Satyabhama. So he gives, and in that way they celebrate so grandly Dwarkavasis, Jambavati's marriage and Krishna's marriage. So we see, so that is Satyajit. So next thing is happened here is, now Satyabhama, so the description is about Satyabhama mostly. So we see in the pastimes of Krishna, there is a demon named Bhaumasur. So Bhaumasur is very, very powerful demon, that he was stealing princesses of different kings from various palaces. Can you imagine? He was going to the palaces and stealing them. Not only that, he went to heavenly planets there was a mount known as Meru Mount, Meru Parvat. Meru Parvat. So there is a special playground, it's mentioned in Bhagavatam. So he occupies that also. Not only that, he steals umbrella of Varuna. Umbrella of throne. You see sometimes at a throne, like there is an asana and it has a throne, umbrella on the top. So he has stolen the umbrella of Varun and he stolen earrings of Aditi. These are not normal earrings. So they must be very costly. Otherwise, how he steals. So he stole earrings also. So such a powerful. Then Indra becomes very much disturbed because of this Bhaumasur. Then Indra comes to earthly planet from the heavenly planet because Krishna is present in Dwaraka. Then Indra complains, see this demon Bhaumasur, he was stealing so many things, please do something. Then Krishna, what he does, he immediately takes action. He with his Satyabhama, Krishna, on Garuda, they go to Bhaumasura's capital. Bhaumasura's capital name is Pragjyotishpura. Pragjyotishpura. He goes there. So Krishna and Satyabhama, they were on Garuda. You can see in Krishna book, if you open, you can see the pictures. So there, you see how Bhaumasura constructed his palace, city is so much protective it is. There were big boundary walls. Like in my childhood, I have seen, there is one home, they have big boundary wall. They kept all, seesas ka, what do we say? Pieces of the beer bottles are all broken glasses. They keep all of them so that the thieves will not able to enter inside the house. So Bhaumasura was constructing such big walls and he has all four sides and so much military strength. And after boundary walls, he made a water canals all around on the city so that nobody can, so if somebody has to cross, they have to swim. And it's so big canal it is. And all sides he has constructed. And after that, he has constructed electric wires, electricity. As soon as someone tries to enter, then they'll be shocked and they will fall there only. And there is a gaseous substance, if they smell that, then they will fall there also. And barbed wire, there is one other demon who is living in there. What is that? Mura demon. So Mura demon was living in that. And Mura also construct barbed wire, like some people for the land, to protect their land, they keep some pillars, stone pillars, and they keep some stainless steel, right? Some steel they keep, it's like wires in the cross section, everywhere, all over. So he was constructing with barbed wires and so much protection from soldiers and all. So when Krishna sees, Krishna takes his club and he destroys the walls first. Then they all become pieces. Then now the canal is there, gaseous substances are there. Krishna takes his Sudarshan Chakra. With his arrows, he kills all the military strength outside. They will fall here and there. And with his Sudarshan Chakra, he destroys the canals and gaseous substances. And then he goes ahead and there is electricity, right? So Sudarshan Chakra itna powerful hai. Because of that, Sudarshan Chakra's effulgence, that electricity is contracted. Electricity couldn't affect on Krishna, Satyabhama and Garuda. Then they go ahead. Now it is Mura demon. So Krishna blew the conch shell now. He was blowing the conch shell. As soon as the sound is heard in Bhagavad Gita, we hear Panchajanyam Rishikesho. So as soon as Krishna blew the conch shell, outside, other side party, their hearts were shaken. But we see here, their hearts are broken. And as soon as Mura demon hears the conch shell sound, Mura demon gets up and he comes out to see who is that. It's playing so much sound. The Mura demon is like just as brilliant as the sun. Like you see now in summer, how much sun is so powerful? So powerful. When you go out, it's like, scorching heat on the head. But Mura's body is as effulgent as the sun at the time of the annihilation of the universe. जब सृष्टि अंत होता है, उस समय कितना हीट होता है सूर्य से, उतना तेज निकल रहा था. So much powerful. And it was so angry, so much fire is coming from. It looks like it's so ready to devour all three worlds. He was looking like that. And he was roaring. He has how many mouths? 5 mouths. So he was roaring like lion. In all 10 directions, sound was spreading. Then he sees Muradimans comes out and he sees Satyabhama, Krishna and Garuda. Then he has one weapon, is trident. You see, Shiva has the trident, Trishul we say. And Durga also has that Trishul. And with Trishul, he tries to attack first on Garuda. He starts rushing towards Krishna and he wanted to attack on Garuda. Then Krishna sees that, okay, he's trying to attack my devotee. Then Krishna with his mystic hand, he throws 2 arrows towards the trident, and the trident breaks into 3 pieces. Now he has no weapon of trident is over. Now he starts fighting with club. He starts throwing, before it reaches to Krishna, then Krishna with his own club, then he makes that club also into pieces. Now the Muradiman has no weapons. Now he tries to attack with his own hands, hand to hand now. Then Krishna takes his Sudarshan Chakra and he cuts off the head of Muradiman. So that's why Krishna is known as Murari. Now the sons of Muradiman, there are 7 sons. Vasu, Vibhavasu, Shravana, Aruna, like that, Tamra, there are 7 names, 7 sons. They become very, very, very much angry because of their father's death. So they wanted to take revenge against Krishna. Then they all guided by Bhaumasur. Bhaumasur guides them, orders them. So they keep Pita as the commander-in-chief. They all come out to again attack Krishna. So they see Krishna is on Garuda, in the sky with Satyabhama. Then they start showering so much arrows, so many arrows. It's like waves. Then Krishna with his arrows, he makes them all into pieces like brains. So next they start fighting like this. Then Krishna takes all his arrows, he kills all of them. Then their hands, legs, so much blood was coming. It's like rivers of blood. Then now Pita also tries to attack Krishna and Krishna kills him also. They all fall down there. Then Bhaumasura comes to know. So Bhaumasura again comes out and now he's alone now. Bhaumasura has no weapons. Then he also starts attacking Krishna with his weapons. Then Krishna kills him with Sudarshan Chakra. Then he falls down there. Then means Satyabhama orders, here is a person who is coming to kill you. Now you kill him. Actually, Krishna takes Satyabhama to heavenly planets or these places. For one reason is that he wanted to give Parijata tree to Satyabhama. That's why he keeps Satyabhama on the back. So Satyabhama is witnessing all the fighting, And second thing is mentioned that he wanted to show Satyabhama, Krishna wanted to show Satyabhama the adventure of fighting, how it's going to be. So he shows these 2 things. Then Satyabhama, after the incident, now the kingdom is empty, is mentioned here. Krishna goes inside Bhaumasura's palace. Then Krishna sees the queens, they were kept in that palace. And Krishna takes all of them, Krishna sends all of them in palanquins. He gives them nice garments, nice ornaments. He sends them, all of them back to Dwaraka. But before they are sent, when they see Krishna, they think in their mind, okay, we want Krishna as our husband. So they pray to Providence, it's mentioned, it's Providence, they pray to Providence that we want Krishna as our husbands. And Krishna knows the heart of these queens, and Krishna also accepts them as his wives. And they all go back, and there's a marriage ceremony after returning from heavenly planets. So there's a marriage ceremony with all the queens, and Krishna expanded 16,108 queens. In every marriage, Krishna is there. In every marriage, there is Devaki. In every marriage, there is Vasudeva. And in every marriage, all the relatives are present. In 16,100 marriages, 16,108 Devakis, like that Vasudevs, and all relatives and all were present. So this shows that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nobody can be the Supreme Personality of Godhead other than Krishna himself. Then there was a marriage ceremony. So now, before that incident, Krishna goes to heavenly planets to bring Parijata No, not to bring Parijata. First, to return back all the items which he collected from the Bhaumasur, like earrings and umbrella and all the items, ornaments. Then he goes back and he gives to Indra earrings and all. These earrings belong to Aditi, the mother of Devatas, demigods. Then Indra feels very happy. So Sachidevi, the wife of Indra, she takes her to so many places. So while coming back, Satyabhama forgets to take Parijata tree. Then while going on Garuda, she sees that Parijata tree and she picks up and keeps it on Garuda back. Then, so when, without informing anyone, Satyabhama does this. Then Indra becomes irritated. Then there was again fight between Devatas and Krishna, and obviously we know Krishna becomes victorious. Now see, when things are returned to Indra, Indra became very happy. But when Parijata, of course everything belongs to Krishna. Even Parijata tree also belongs to Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything, including Parijata flower, Parijata trees. Have you all seen Parijata tree? So it's a very special fragrance it comes. It has orange color at the end, and it has 5 kinds of, so beautiful, so much fragrance. So she brought to the earthly planet and she plants in her garden. And along with that, so many drones also come from the heavenly planet because of the fragrance. So like that, Satyabhama. So Krishna does anything to please his devotees. So that is the nature of Krishna. Krishna is ready to do anything for his pure devotees. So that is one of the natures of Krishna. Even if a little service is rendered to Krishna, he reciprocates according to his surrender. Because queens of Dwaraka, they were completely surrendered to Krishna, so Krishna's reciprocation is also in full surrender. And so I wanted to. So here it is mentioned in these words, the shloka talks about mukhya karmana, shushushana mukhya karmana. So they were arranging all kinds of karma. This talks about seva actually. When Krishna, after marriage of Krishna, then Krishna was present in every palace of the queen, and they were nicely taking care of Krishna. They were bathing, they were helping him in bathing, they were helping him to sleep nicely, and they were feeding him, they were doing fanning. So like those who are, like, it shows that how a wife should take care of husband also. But nowadays we see women, they kill children in their womb. How sinful it is, how abominable it is. Nobody should do that. So suppose if we were killed in the womb of our mothers, we would have not come here till now, right? We came from womb of mother, we would have not come here. So that is such an abominable act. They don't know what is the duty of a wife, what is the duty of a husband. Practically, Kali Yuga, women are misguided. They are misguided. They want equal rights with men. Men has a role to play, women has a role to play. But they want equal right. But can a man wear sari and roam in the streets? He cannot do that, right? So, but they want to imitate. Women want to imitate. We see their dressing style and all. So we cannot imitate. There is a nature of women, how they should act. There is a nature of a man, how he should act. And both of them together should worship Krishna. And in that way, both of them go back to spiritual world at the time of the death. The relationships in this world are temporary, right? But the human life is meant for living a God-conscious life. Prabhupada says, don't live like cats and dogs. They're just busy in eating, sleeping, having sex and defending. But live a godly life so that you can live happy within this world and you can go back to spiritual world where Krishna lives eternally in the kingdom of God. You can be happy there. But modern civilization is so misdirected. They don't know how to lead a life. It's such a misdirected civilization. That's why what we should do, we should spread Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the glories of Śrīmad. We should distribute books. We should make aware of this knowledge, how one should lead a godly life, so that people will come to their senses at least. Of course, we were also not knowing before coming to ISKCON. So many abominable things were happening. In fact, we were also doing. But after knowing, so we should also spread this. We stopped doing. We are trying to stop doing wrong things. So one should spread this message. We got this human body. We should help other souls to come out of their ignorance by giving this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. If you don't have Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam sets, you can take from our stall. You should learn this philosophy of Krishna consciousness. You should give this knowledge to others. Those who are grihasthas, they should take up this. They should spread to neighbors. They should bring them to temple. They should give this knowledge to others. Otherwise, the life is just ignorance, and at the end, the life will go to hell. So we should not pave our path to hell. So we should save ourselves. We should save others by giving out this knowledge. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, comments, or corrections, okay. Microphone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
How to know who is a pure devotee of Krishna?
Those who all are chanting, they all are pure devotees. Pure devotee is the one who is attached to Krishna. Krishna के ऊपर जितना आसक्ति है, what is that it says? Brahmanishtam, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. He has heard the message of Krishna in the disciplic succession. He heard all these scriptures from his guru, his guru. And the next thing is that he is situated in Brahman. He knows his eternal relationship with Krishna. He knows that he is not this body. He is a self-realized soul. Prabhupada, one time one person asked, how many pure devotees are there in your community? So Prabhupada asked his disciple, how many devotees are there now? So they count some 10,000. So 10,000 pure devotees are there. So, so they all are pure devotees. So you should respect them as much as you give respect to pure devotees. You should respect everyone. In that way, we will not commit offenses to Vaishnavas. Okay? So we are not on that level to discriminate who is pure devotee or not. We should see everyone as pure devotee and we should respect them. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Sachidevi receives Satyabhama and blesses her with youthfulness. So they are not youthful because they are all celestial now before itself.
They are youthful all the time as long as Krishna is there. Okay? So she is already, Satyabhama is always youthful, Krishna's devotees. But why she again gave youthfulness as long as Krishna lives on the planet? I don't know. Some of you, if you know, you can answer. Some other questions? We sing one bhajan and we will end, okay? Kirupe Paibo Seva. So we are all very, very fortunate to see so many Vaishnavas who are wearing tila, kantimala and chanting Hare Krishna and reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, coming to temple, attending Mangalarti. There are so many jivas in the human body. I don't see many of them are coming to Mangalarti in the morning. But I see here some fortunate souls, they are coming and attending. So it's our great fortune. We should never leave ISKCON. Ki Rupe Paibo Seva. So this is very, very nice bhajan, wonderful bhajan. Ki Rupe, K-I-R-U-P-A, R-U-P-E. It's written by Narottam Das Thakur. Shri Narottam Das Thakur ki. Ki Rupe Paibo Seva Moi Duracha Seva Moi Duracha কি রূপে পাইব সেবা মই দুরাছা পাইব সেবা শ্রী গুরু বৈষ্ণবের আতি না হইল আমার বৈষ্ণবের আতি না হইল আমার আশেষা মায়াতে মানা মাগানা হইল বৈষ্ণবেতে লেশা মাত্রা রাতি না জন্মিল লেশা মাত্রা রাতি না বিষয়ে বলিয়ান্দা হইনু দিবানিশি বলিয়ান্দা হইনু দিবানি গালে পাশ দিতে পীরে মায়াতে পিসাচি পীরে মায়া সে ইহারা করিয়া জয়া চাড়ানো নয়া সাধু কৃপা বিনারা নাহি কো আদোষাদরাশি প্রভু পতিতা উদ্ধারা এবার নরো তমে করো নিস্তারা করো নিস্তারা কি রূপে পাইব সেবা মই দুরাছা শ্রী গুরু বৈষ্ণবের আতি না হইল আমার হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম হরে হরে Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Show the translation. So this is very nice bhajan. So Narottam Das says this. So first translation is as follows. Okay, I will read. All the three together, five together are given. How can an ill-behaved person like me attain devotional service? I have no loving attachment to Sri Guru and Vaishnavas. My mind is endlessly absorbed in Maya, and I don't even have the slightest loving attachment to the Vaishnavas. I have been blinded due to being absorbed in sense gratification day and night, and the witch named Maya repeatedly hangs a noose around my neck. There is no way to defeat her or give her up unless I attain the mercy of the saints. O Vaishnava, O Master, you do not look for faults, but you simply redeem the fallen. This time, redeem this Narottam Das. Srila Narottam Das Thakur ki, Grandhara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.